You've heard about its efficiency. You've heard about its range. You've heard about its laminar flow. But for all the hoping and for all the dreaming, you may be one of those poor, unfortunate souls that wonders, can I even afford this thing? Wait, what even is this thing? Is this real life? Welcome, dear viewer, to Instant Torque. My name is Brewster. This channel's focus is all things Aptera. This is video 1 of 100. Chances are, if you're watching a video on Aptera with 0 subscribers, you might be a proper fan. Of Aptera, that is. This thing is beautiful. Depending on how you squint your eyes, it looks like a slippery fish or a rocket ship. While Aptera's starting price is a cool 25,900 Yankee dollars, that ain't no freebie. That's a big sacrifice and requires saving and careful planning for many people. So how much exactly are monthly payments on an Aptera? Thank you for asking. I've made this handy Google Doc that you can copy or download to see for yourself. This should be compatible with Google Sheets, Numbers for Apple, or Excel for Microsoft, so take your pick. A lot of assumptions are built into this tool, so you can get a fairly good idea of what a monthly payment would be. Not only that, but you can fine-tune all the variables to create the perfect monthly payment. Now, if you've gathered some wealth along your journey through life, and you have a fat stack to blow on the Aptera, this video isn't for you. This video is for anyone who's going to be taking out a loan to pay off the Aptera. Okay, all y'all, let's jump in, shall we? So, it's currently on the base model for 250 miles. I'm going to delete this and move it over to 400. That's the one I'm planning to get. So you can see if you want to select something on here, just add a 1 to the field and delete the field to blank it out again. So right now I just have the 400 mile range selected. I'm going to go through add my features. I want the full solar package, and the way I do that is just add both the hood and rear hatch separately. And then all-wheel drive, you can select that. Select safety pilot, and you can see maybe I'll add in enhanced audio too. So let's say that's the perfect configuration. That's what I want on the Aptera. And then you can see my subtotal down here is $35,100. So things to check. Let's look along the second row here. You can change how many years your loan is. Right now I have it set to 7 years, which means 84 payments. You can change your interest rate based on what you think you're likely to get, based on the bank you're going to. So right now it's set to 3.10%. I can change this around. Say probably best case scenario, it's going to be 2.49 or so. It's going to be if you get a really good interest rate. And then my max monthly payment, it'd actually be more like I'm not willing to do more than 400, let's say. So that's the most I'm willing to pay, $400 per month. Okay, and then on this next row, you can select how much tax you're going to pay based on your state, your fees, and this is trade-in value. If you're going to trade in a car, approximately how much you're going to get for that, and how much you plan to put down as a down payment. So my subtotal for the car is $35,100. After fees and taxes and fees, I get up to almost $38,000, and then you can see it drops down based on subtracting my trade-in and my down payment, which gets me to just under $33,000. So you can see this field is in the red because it's over $400, which I selected up here. If I said my max monthly payment was $500, then it would be green. But because I've gone over my $400, it's red. So you can see I either need to start taking things off to get out of the red. And here is if I take off a few features, I'm under $400. Or if I want to add those back on, and then I can just put in a bigger down payment. Let's say I put in $9,000 as a down payment instead of $3,000. Well, that brings it down to under $350. So you can kind of mess around with this and look at all the features you possibly ever would want, look at all the ranges that you ever would want, and get the perfect configuration and get a pretty good idea of what your monthly payment would be. So the purpose of this online price configurator is so that you can perfectly match what car you want to what you can afford. It's a pretty good model for the real world. You can plot out best case scenarios and worst case scenarios for interest rates, for example. The dream of the Aptera is alive. The wingless flight beckons to those whose hearts are open to beckoning. And through this beckoning, one undergoes a process of becoming. And it is through this becoming that one transforms their very being, a being that takes part in the utter joy of owning an electric car, of zipping around on this beautiful blue speck of dust, guilt-free with graceful efficiency. To pre-order your Aptera today, please use the link below for $30 off of a fully refundable pre-order. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.